In today's battle, we have 2,000 points of Necrons versus 2,000 points of Blood Angels, and we're fighting on this cold desert planet of trees and rocks. Today in the MiniWarGaming Vault, you'll see this 2,000 point Ryza Ad Mech force versus this Cult of Manipulation Thousand Suns army, battling in this wreckage-strewn Imperial convoy jungle world. Be sure to click on the link in the video description below to see this battle report.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome Wargamers to this Warhammer 40k Battle Report. I have a 2,000 point Blood Angels list in front of you right now, and we're going to go over what they've got. For my Warlord, I have a Smash Captain. His Warlord trait is one that allows him to reroll a hit, wound, and a saving throw per turn. And that, of course, is called the Gift of Foresight. For his relic, he's got the Hammer of Baal, which is basically just like a Thunder Hammer, only it's not -1 to hit. For my second HQ choice, by the way, this is a battalion detachment, in case you couldn't tell by looking at it. Second HQ choice is just your standard librarian, and I chose my psychic powers from the sanguinary discipline. First one is Wings of Sanguinius. I want to be able to move him his 12 inches in the psychic phase, places that I want to go. Plus he has his Blood Boil, because let's get some people mad. When I say people, I mean the robots that I'm fighting, and let's boil their blood, because that makes sense. For my troops choices, we have 3 units of Intercessor, Primaris, I was going to call them Primaris Chaos Space Marines, but no, they are not Chaos Space Marines. They're Blood Angels today. I have to recognize them for what they are, even though I think they're Khorne. And we have their regular bolters that they get. Bolt rifles, to be exact. Blade Guard Veteran in the middle there, that's a Elite Choice Squad. Never brought these guys before, so I'm curious to see how they're going to do on the battlefield. They're Mastercrafted Power Swords, which is pretty sweet, and their Storm Shields. Got a Plasma Pistol there on the Sergeant. For another Elite Choice, I have 6 Aggressors, which is, I think it's aggressive. But
that's the whole point, right?
I don't know if I've brought 6 before, but I have them painted up. They're painted up pretty beautifully. So that's really the only reason why I brought 6, is because I have them, so I might as well. I have some Eradicators over here with their Melter Rifles, 2 different units, 2 units of 3. And then, of course, we have Death Company, because Blood Angels wouldn't be a Blood Angels army without a Death Company squad of some sort. 10-man squad, Stardy's Chainswords, Bolt Pistols, and they have jump packs as well. In the very back, we have Inceptors with their bolt pistols.
Assault bolt guns.
Heavy, yeah, they're heavy bolters, but they're pistols.
Yeah.
I don't bring these guys a whole lot, but they're going to do some work, I hope. We'll see. Outriders, 1 unit of them, 3 men, and what you see is what you get on them with their Stardy's Chainswords and their special bolters as well. And then I got ATVs, 3 to be exact. Have I brought 3? Not sure. Maybe 1 time ever, maybe not, maybe 2, but I have 3 in this game with their Onslaught Gatling cannons. And that is 2,000 points. Let's see what Luka brought in his Necron army.
Here is the Dynasty. Love it or hate it, it's Dave's turn. So I've been going through all the other...
It's my turn.
Yeah, the co-workers essentially playing. I've had great luck with this list. It hasn't lost yet. It's going pretty strong. It's a list I found that kind of covers all the things that I love about Necrons. That being like the really cheap, kind of crappy, like expendable troops that do seem to perform very well in today's 9th edition Warhammer 40k. So Necron Warrior spam, love it. Scarab spam, love it. And then the Nightbringer, which is always my favorite shard, who is now the most powerful shard. That is well understood. A lot of people hate him, but it is what it is. He actually went up in points. We're recording this after the first major FAQ, and like all the points on the Gravis, some of the Gravis armor stuff Dave brought went up 5 points a model.
That was compensated.
Yeah, so our lists are compensated for that right now. So you'll see that in the army list down below. You'll see weird points, like the Nightbringer is 20 points more expensive. So my list is actually 1980.
And mine's 1940.
Instead of like a proper 2,000 point list. But we are playing a 2,000 point game. It's just Battlescribe at this point isn't updated.
Yeah.
This is the Dynasty. It's a custom dynasty. It uses the Relentless Expansionist and the, I know this one, and Eternal Conquerors. I failed. I had to look it up. That is my Circumstance Awakening and my Dynastic Traditions. What that will give the army is, it's one of the more powerful combinations. It allows them a 6-inch, the whole army minus the Nightbringer will get a 6-inch move before the game begins. It kind of compensates for their biggest. It compensates for Necron's biggest weakness being mobility. So it just throws that out the window, and I get a free turn of movement.
Army-wide, huh?
It gives my whole army a whole turn of movement.
Really?
It gives me 1 extra free turn of movement, which is wild.
It's like a not so strong, but much stronger because everything can do it, Forlorn Fury.
Right. And then the other one is everything in my army, except for the Nightbringer, has objective secured as well. But the things that have objective secured count as 2 models instead of 1. So the Necron. This is Dave's first time coming across this, right? So the Necron warriors.
I don't mean to laugh, Luka. This is a. Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea what I was fighting against.
Right.
I just brought an army against you.
It's about table control and holding objectives, but it does have a lot of killing power, which is nice. It actually has. It's a very, very good Necron list.
Oh, geez.
So the warriors, the 80 of them I have. Sorry, the 70 of them I have in this list. Again, I'm bringing the Nightbringer because I like it more than spamming more warriors and scarabs, though I know deep down inside that spamming more warriors and scarabs would just be better, but I think for the viewer and for me it'd be more boring. Because I'm not really playing to kill at that point. I'm more like, okay, I move my models, I pass my turn, you go. Right? It's more like I get to incorporate him, which is more fighting and more table. It's like it's more of a mind game thing too. Because he's very scary.
Interesting. So I gotta basically keep you in your zone. Because if you're in my zone, you're gonna objective secure me.
The rest of the list you'll see, the warriors they shoot, but they're all about charging in your face, wrapping around you, swarming your objectives, outnumbering you vastly on the objectives, and that's the whole idea here. So we have 3 squads of 20 Necron warriors as my troops. They're gonna have Gauss Reapers, which is the shorter range weapon. It is 12-inch range, strength 5, AP 2 shots, and then we have 10 with the flayed skin on them. They're going to be the Necron warriors of flayers. I had the points for 10, so I figured I'd bring 10 instead of another squad of 20. I'd rather have a 20-man squad, but I only have so many points to work with. For fast attack choices, I have 2 squads of 9 scarabs. I'd like a 3rd squad, but again, out of points, that's where the shard would go away, and then I'd get more scarabs and more warriors. And then leading the force, my warlord is the overlord on the Catacomb Command Barge. That's Urnamu, my overlord.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. He has to be the warlord. I'm going to go with Thrall the Silent King for his warlord trait. The Ur dynasty is very loyal to the Silent King narratively, as I just made up recently on the spot. And he's going to have a Resurrection Orb, upgraded to be the Orb of Eternity Relic. He's going to have a War Scythe. He's got a Gauss Cannon on the chariot itself. Beside him, we have a Royal Warden, a second in command. He is going to have the stratagem upgrade to allow him to have a warlord trait as well, which is, I believe it's called Eternal Conqueror. It gives all core units nearby him the ability to reroll charge rolls, which is only the Necron warriors. It's not the scarabs, but it lets my warriors reroll charge rolls if I need to. He himself has an ability to tell a core unit to fall back, shoot, and charge. So there is a little bit of synergy there. We have 2 Cryptechs as well. Now these are standing models because the models I am trying to use here don't actually exist yet. Games Workshop has not shipped them out to anyone. As of this recording, those are Chronomancers, which is what they were before, that model before. Technically.
Are you telling me they're Mark of Dave?
They are Mark of Dave right now.
I got you.
But the model I want to play doesn't exist. So
this is truly Mark of Dave then.
It's truly Mark of Dave. This
Awesome.
is like back in old school, you just had to use stand-in models because they give you cool rules for units, but the model never existed, so you had to kit bash it yourself or just use like a stand-in. In this case, they are Chronomancers. They are upgraded to have the single shot lance instead of the weird staff that ignores invulnerable saves. The name escapes me right now.
It escapes me too.
Yes, thank you. Something Lance, something time Aeon Lance, or I think it's Aeon Stave for the one, and then the other one's the Lance. You guys know, you'll see in a moment. It's nice. I like it. It's a single shot, strength 8. I think it's -3/3 damage. It's great for killing big scary Primaris guys or just chipping off wounds of vehicles.
I can tell you with confidence, I don't know the name.
Yeah, same, apparently. The one on the left, as you're looking at it, is going to have the Cryptech Arcana Hyper Material Ablator. It will allow me to pick a core unit in my command phase, and they'll get the benefit from light cover if I'm being shot at from more than 12 inches away. It's just, I had the points for it, so I figured it's one of those. Yes, it's not a bad upgrade, it's pretty good. The Cryptech on the right is going to spend a stratagem to gain an extra army relic. So I'll have 2 warlord traits, 2 relics. He's going to have the Veil of Darkness, which will allow him and a unit to disappear off the table in the movement phase and reappear in the reinforcement phase.
Okay.
So it's a very aggressive, in-your-face army.
Yes.
And we already talked about Urnamu, but the Nightbringer is kind of the very defensive centerpiece, the Mind Games model. I could be incredibly aggressive with him, but if I do that, he'll just die.
No, he won't. I won't kill him.
He is much better just right in the middle of my army, answering anything that dares charge me.
Would you rather him be better or fun?
I think he's both. So in all of 8th edition, I'd run this list in 8th edition all the time. This list sucked in 8th edition. It was horrible. The Nightbringer was bad. The Warriors were bad. The Scarabs were even worse. And people made fun of me, like, Luka, why are you playing with bad stuff? Well, I'm sorry. This is like my favorite models from the army. I play it the way I want to play it. Turns out this is just really good in 9th edition now with the new rules that they've given Necrons. And that is, he's got Antimatter Meteor. He's my version of a Psyker. He has weird end of movement phase abilities that do mortal wounds.
I love your things.
Thank you.
Because they do powerful
This army
things.
is truly alien to Dave.
You don't even have blood. I can't even blood lance you.
The mission today is Grand Tournament 2020 Scorched Earth. The deployment map includes 6 objective markers with player deployment zones running the long table edges. 2 objective markers labeled A run 12 inches vertically from the center and 24 inches away from each other. 2 objective markers labeled B run 12 inches vertically down from the center of the battlefield and 24 inches away from each other. The last 2 objective markers run horizontally from the center of the battlefield, each 36 inches away from each other. The primary objective is Take and Hold, which is progressive. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy, for a maximum of 15 victory points. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control 2 or more objective markers. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls. This primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. The secondary objective in this mission is called Raise, which is an action you perform during the battle, and you score victory points at the end of the game. It states, 1 unit from your army can start to perform this action at the start of your movement phase, if it is within range of an objective marker that can be raised, and no enemy units, excluding aircraft, are within range of that objective marker. Player A can only attempt to raise the objective markers labeled B, and player B can only attempt to raise the objective markers labeled A. The action is completed at the end of your turn. If this action is successfully completed, that objective marker is raised and removed from the battlefield. At the end of the battle, a player scores 5 victory points if 1 objective marker was removed from the battlefield due to a successful raise objective action performed by a unit from their army during the battle, and 15 victory points if 2 objective markers were so removed.
Huge thanks to the following terrain companies for providing the awesome aesthetics that you see on the battlefield today. Starting with Table War, we have the battle mat made by Table War. We have Studio Level for the terrain pieces, the rocks and the trees. We have Tectonic Craft Studios for the objective markers. And then we have Games Workshop, of course, for the random destroyed vehicles that you see strewn about on the battlefield. If you are a Silver Vault member, you get discounts to Table War and Studio Level when you get a commission from them. There's a link specific in the video description below to that, to the Silver Vault page, so you can see the discounts. And if you're not, consider becoming one so that you can take advantage of those discounts. For secondaries, Luka?
I went with Deploy Scramblers. Pretty basic one. I usually take Deploy Scramblers or the mission secondary one, whichever one's a little bit easier. So Deploy Scramblers will work in this one because Raise is awful. I went with Grind Them Down because Dave has a lot of smaller units. I have massive big units, so I should be able to pull that off. I'm not going to say every turn, but most of the turns, I hope. Get some points for that. And then I went with the Necron specific one, the Treasures of Aeons, or the Treasure of Aeons. It is from the Battlefield Supremacy column. So that one is Dave is going to pick 3 objectives on the table anywhere he wants. So the 2 in his territory for the most part, and then one of the neutral ones, I'd assume. And I get victory points equal to the amount of them I'm controlling at the end of every one of my turns. The whole goal is to try and swarm the table and control the table anyway, so that one does work out quite well for the Necrons. That is my 3.
And it works out well for me too, because I can just choose the ones in my deployment.
Exactly, you probably will. I understand that.
It'd be silly not to.
It would be silly not to.
So for the ones that I chose, I went to Engage on all fronts because I planned on advancing towards anywhere on the table.
Right.
Assassinate because you have 5 characters.
I do.
And then I also chose Pierce the Veil because
that's a Psyker one.
Yeah, I plan on getting into your deployment zone, so if I do that, then I can get that. I need to get at least 2 rounds of that psychic action. If I do, then I'll get 8 points. If 4 rounds, which is not possible, unless I I don't even think it is possible. Hold on.
It depends. Maybe.
No, I don't think it's possible.
And Dave didn't choose any of the Blood Angel ones because they weren't great.
No, like not a single one. I looked at them and they were all difficult, like Battlefield Supremacy. Nope, that's really hard. Purge the enemy. Okay, choose a character. All right, hello Nightbringer. Like no,
I would choose the Nightbringer.
No, forget it. Like I'm not gonna do. I'm just throwing away points. And taking a look at the deployment, I won that. I was able to be the defender, so I can go here first. And the reason why is because it looked like, because this is obscuring terrain, and these are dense pieces right there, I was able to deploy over here, and I knew that there would be less that could fire at me, so that's why I chose this strategic spot. But I have most of my guys on the battlefield. I have my Inceptors and my Aggressors, plus my Librarian. They are in either a deep striking or strategic reserve, because I want them to come on later just to help support where they need to. But that's where I am at. I'm looking at this objective. I got to choose the 3 objectives that Luka's secondary requires me to choose. So it will be the 2 in my deployment zone, plus this one right here.
Okay, so I got to fight for that one. All right, and then those 2 in the back.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I have a lot of guys here, and that was my plan, was to kind of be here and reinforce that one. And so that's what I want to do. So what were your thoughts behind your deployment?
I went with the standard Scarab screen out front of the Warriors, and then the Warriors move up slightly behind them. So we have Scarabs, and then Warriors, with the Hyper Material Ablator Cryptek over here, which will give light cover in my hero phase. This one over here has the Veil of Darkness. And then we just have 20 more Warriors right in the middle with the Overlord. We have the Royal Warden tucked away right behind the Overlord there. Just tuck him back over there. And then the Nightbringer over here hiding behind some dense terrain. I had nothing large to hide him behind on this side of the table. Dave won the roll-off, he picked that side. I don't think there's anything too tall for him to hide behind over there either. He's a tall boy, so he needs a little bit of help. But I like this area here because with a good enough advance where we can go hide behind the obscuring terrain over here against a lot of the shooting in that direction. Yeah. And it brings them towards the Blade Guard veterans, which is what he wants to fight.
Well, okay, we'll bring it.
So yeah, his thing, he ignores invulnerable saves and armor saves. So that's why he wants to fight them.
He does.
Yes. I forgot to tell Dave that earlier. That's why he's so scary.
Yeah. Well, still bring it.
Yeah, that's the fight.
Okay.
That's the fight he wants.
Yep. So let's roll to see who's actually going to go first.
Right. This is new now with the FAQ. It changes certain things to the game. It's more obscure than anything, but whoever wins roll-off has to go first now.
Okay.
Instead of deciding.
I
got him 1. So Dave has to go first.
All right. Well, I think I'm okay with that. And since I have to go first, Luka, I'm going to spend 2 CP for Forlorn Fury, and I'm going to move these Death Company up here, just as an insurance policy. It also makes it so you can't go as close to it, I think, because you get your free movement before the game, right?
So now, because we have to roll off to see who gets to do their ability first.
All right, well, let's roll that off then.
So
actually, hold on. I have to decide to use it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can't be like, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Because, I have to
So you have to commit to it.
So I'll commit to it.
All right. Yeah. Bam. I got a 3. Okay.
Okay, so I go first, because I got a 6 and you got a 3. Blood Angels turn 1. We're taking a look at the Forlorn Fury right there and the advanced movement of the Necrons because it's army-wide.
Expansion. Except for poor buddy over here. He doesn't get that. He's...
that's too bad.
So what a shame.
What a shame. He moves so slow.
Yeah.
So he's back there. So there is a Warlord trait that you need to amend, right?
Right. I think I said he's got the Thrall of the Silent King. I meant Immortal Pride. So that he has a 5-up to ignore mortal wounds. And then Necrons nearby him, I believe it's core only, I'll double check later, but when they go to take morale, their combat attrition can't be modified, so they only ever run away on 1s.
Gotcha. So on my turn here, I'll also mention that
right,
these 2 guys here are, let's go to mark it Dave, because one's a captain, one's a lieutenant, but obviously they're Blade Guard veterans. I'm playing them as that, so we're going to mark it Dave those guys there. For those of you who may have noticed that. Onto the turn now for command fades. I'll get a command point. Bring me back up to 9 because I spent 4, 2 for the strategic reserve and 2 more for the Forlorn Fury because I have 10 guys in my Death Company squad.
And there's so many things because there's another thing we've got.
Is there another thing?
So you're obviously in the Devastator Doctrine, but for my command protocols, I'm in the Sudden Storm command protocol, and I'm going to choose the first director. So these work similar like doctrines. I get 1 every battle round, but I have to assign them before the game begins, and they're kind of locked in. So my whole army will get +1 to its move as long as it's near a character, within 6 of a character.
Well, you got 5 characters, so...
I do. We should be okay.
You should be okay. So looking at the state of affairs right now and how the battlefield looks, I know I definitely need to protect this objective and obviously the 2 in my own deployment zone, but this one is the most threatened right now. I was looking at your warriors in the back because you do have your secondary that has to perform an action in your deployment zone, no man's land, and my deployment zone. And you get what? It's either 8 or 10 points at the
10
end?
points at the end of the game if I do all of those.
Okay.
It's all or nothing.
But the thing is, if they are eliminated, then you'll be forced to use another unit
A larger unit.
to do that. And it
I could
has
do
to
with
be-
I could do with a Cryptek. I think it might. I think it's just infantry, and they could do it too.
Is
but-
Nightbringer infantry?
No,
Monster,
He's a
right?
monster.
Yeah.
I think he can't do it.
He can't do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And bottom line is he can't do it. So the school of thought is, do I focus my shots on the warriors in the back, the 10-man squad, because I can probably take them out if I focus fire on them.
I also want to say this is the first time that this army's gone second, so I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. Both of the times, if I get to go first, I do the move and then I move again forward,
Right.
and then I'm right in your face. So it's worked out very well in that regard. I'm curious how it's going to play here.
Now, do you have anything that is able to redeploy or move up
Yes.
outside of just like moving forward on the table?
He has a relic that picks himself and a unit nearby him. I believe it's only core, and then they just redeploy anywhere on the table more than 9 away from you.
Serious?
It's just a. Bloop, bloop.
Is it just him or is it both Cryptex?
It's a relic he has. This
Okay.
one over here does not have that.
Right. Oh, where are the snipers? ATVs moving up.
So I was going to say also, characters cannot do deploy scramblers. I said maybe he could do it. He cannot.
He can't do it for himself, but he can do it for a nearby infantry unit, right?
Like just infantry themselves, not including characters, have to be the one that deploy scramblers in
Right.
the 3 areas.
Oh, I got you.
So killing them does. If you do kill them, it means I have to commit a bigger unit to doing it.
Which means they can't shoot.
100%.
Ooh, that's actually not bad. Eradicators just nudged up a little bit. They're within 3 of this dense cover, therefore they don't get a penalty. My intercessors over here have moved up a little bit. This is obscuring terrain, so I gotta mind the footprint there when I'm shooting at stuff. However, this piece back there is not. Good thing your 20-man Necron
It's giant. It's hard to
squad
hide.
is so big that I can see something there, so that's good with their shots. Move my intercessors up a little bit. Gonna fly my captain over this way, pre-measured. And I'm moving my death company up this way. Oof. Because I want to be aggressive. That's how I play, man. Like, they're going to die, but that's what they do in battle. They're happy to die in battle.
Yeah.
So this is very narrative of them to come forward and destroy some robots.
It keeps me tied up in this area too.
There's that as well. Going on to this side, Blade Guard veterans, they're going to advance. I will advance them. Okay, that's decent. Moving towards the middle here, using this obscuring terrain to their advantage. I know that your Nightbringer moves up closer, and he can move 8, and then kind of. Can he like apparate through this terrain?
Well, I have to go through this gap over here, but like he's only going to move to about here, so you're relatively safe, I think.
And I'm creating more of a denial area for you to just like plunk a whole unit of 20 over here, so it'll be tougher. You may be able to do it if we like shenanigan it, but that's the idea, is to move them in the middle, because otherwise they're doing nothing here. At least they have that utility purpose of denial. This unit I'll keep on this objective because I have to keep something there. Outriders. I will move them over here.
Yep, more of the same, eh?
More of the same. I'm just gonna, I'll take advantage of the first turn. I'm probably gonna die.
I don't know, like it's making me kind of, you know that feeling you get when you're playing and you're like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that. It's kind of like, I'm not a huge fan of what's going on right now. Going second is a little out of the comfort zone for me with this army, so we'll see how this goes.
We'll see how it goes. You have a massive advantage, obviously, with your OBSEC army.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to cut the legs out as much as I can to make it so it doesn't matter because you're in your own deployment zone.
Oh, I was gonna say the Space Marines. You have a lot of anti-infantry fire in this list, so spooky.
You know what else I'm going to do, now that I think about it? I am going to move because you have 12-inch shooting with your guys, right?
Assault weapons.
And yeah, they could like move and then like
They move
advance.
7 inches this turn coming up.
They can move, advance, and still fire, right?
Yes.
So I am still going to move over here, so I'm still on the objective, but I can at least fire at stuff, because right now they're useless, just not doing anything on there, so I'll just do that. That's it for the movement phase. My Psyker is not on the table currently, so skipping that on to the shooting phase.
Here we go.
Oh, yes. All right, let's start with some fun. Things that are far away, so let's do the Eradicators first. And do I shoot your Scarabs or do I shoot your Warriors? That's the problem, right? Your Scarabs move pretty far, pretty fast, and they are OBSEC, so they have that utility.
They will be, like, if they're alive, in my experience, the last 2 games I played, they've been the most annoying, facet of my army.
Right.
Because they're so worthless to shoot at, though.
They are worthless to shoot at, but they're not worthless to you.
They're super valuable to me.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So I'm going to do that.
All right.
I'm going to shoot at them. So before we actually go on to the shooting phase and do those rolls, we're going to make an amendment here. Luka's being cool with this. I'm going to put my captain there.
So he has a better aura.
So yeah, so the core units can actually benefit from his aura, because there's no reason why he shouldn't be encouraging his guys. Now we go on to the Eradicators. I'm going to shoot at the same unit, so I get double shots with their melta rifles, and I will target your Scarabs. So for the first unit, here we go, hitting on the 3s.
No negatives.
And the 1 is a reroll because of my, oh, okay, there we go.
Huh.
No negatives.
These are 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
And I have no save against that. I did not get my invulnerable up.
Okay.
So that's 4 Scarabs. You have to roll. I'm going to start over here and work my way over. They're 4 wounds.
So you're
each.
starting there and working over?
Yep. So just D6 damage each.
Okay, so whoop.
Kills the guy. Kills the Scarab. Does not. It does. And then, so I lose 2 Scarabs and one's got 1 wound left.
Oh, okay. And that's why we do that, because now it's the Onslaught Gatling Cannons. It's going to be at them.
Now that unit's done firing, I got to reanimate, and I do get one of the Scarab bases back. I rolled 4 or 5 ups. Those guys down to a wound.
I love these guys now. I love them, Luka. They're so good. Intercessors with their bolt rifles. Okay, all hits.
Yep, 3s to wound, and I still get no save. Well, the guy on cover actually gets a save.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, so he does have a 6 up. Oh, I shouldn't have rolled the same. I failed both of them anyways, doesn't matter. So he takes a wound and dies, and this guy is going to take the wounds. The guy who just reanimated is going to take the wounds next. That's them done firing, and I got to reanimate the one guy you killed.
Okay.
I need 4 or 5 ups, though. Not quite, so he's dead for good.
All right. And now we go back to the second Eradicator squad into the Scarabs. So here we go. Okay, that's 5 hits. And wounding on 2s.
Yep, no save.
5 wounds.
Ooh, so we'll do the same thing starting there, working our way over.
Okay, so the guy with 3 wounds left.
Ooh, he's dead.
He's taken out. Next one, taken out.
Ooh.
Next one, 1 wound. On top of that, he's taken out. And the last is taken out.
Oh, you just killed 4.
That's 4.
This is why Eradicators are... They went up 5 points. This is why they went up points. I get to reanimate those guys now, though.
Yes.
So here's 16 reanimation protocol rolls. I get back
1.
Ooh, look at that.
Just 1.
Just 1, almost 2 though.
Awesome. Okay. Slowly but surely. And I'll shoot with this Intercessor squad because you are...
We'll reanimate. And we'll go right here.
Okay. So you lost another 3. So you lost 5 in total so
Yes,
far?
5. Over half the unit is dead.
Okay. This Intercessor squad now shooting at the same Scarabs. 3 hits and 2 wounds.
I got 2 6-up saves on that guy. He takes 2 damage. He's got 2 wounds left.
Okay. And then moving on to the... You know what? I might as well do bolt pistols.
Ooh.
So I actually might as well throw a frag grenade at
Okay.
them. Those are coming from the Death Company. So frag grenade, 4, hitting on 3s, all hits, and wounding on
4s. I'm T3.
getting 2.
So 2. I'll just go ahead and do those saves. 5 ups. Ooh, that kills that base off.
Nice. And then we got 9 more bolt pistols. 9 bolt pistols, hitting on 3s. Okay, could have been better. Could have been worse, I suppose. And then wounding you on 3s. 5 wounds.
Oof. Got one guy in cover for a 6. I'm gonna start over here actually. How many is it? How many was it? 5?
It was 5, yeah.
So let's do 5. 6 ups. Oh, I would have made a save. That's fine. I make 2 saves. He's got 1 wound left.
Yep.
I do owe some reanimation. 4 or 5 ups? No, not quite. That's a dead scare base.
Okay. Onslaught Gatling cannons now. Actually, I have the Onslaughts, and then I have the bolters on the ATBs
Yes.
as well. So it doesn't really matter, I don't think, in this case, but everything is going to be firing at the Scarabs.
Of course.
So Onslaughts first.
Oof.
Hitting on 3s. And 3s to wound here.
There's no save against these.
No saves, eh? Okay. So we have a total of 12 from that.
Well, that's it. You got him. They're dead. No reanimating.
No reanimating because there's none left.
There's only 8 wounds, or sorry, 9 wounds left on Scarabs.
Ooh, very good. So that was good. I'm happy with that success.
That was a good start.
Yep. Now over to this side. Let's go with the Intercessors back here. 4 shots into your Scarabs once again. Let's try to clear them out. So hitting on 3s.
That's a good start.
4 hits and a wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. No save against that unless I do it on a cover guy. But I don't want to break my coherency. We're going to say you die. And that's going to be a reanimate, which does not work.
Okay. No save on that, huh?
It's AP1. They only had a 6 up.
Oh, okay. Now for the Outriders, same thing. They're going to be shooting at your Scarabs. So that's 12 shots in total. Hitting on 3s. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Wounding you on 3s.
Yep. And pretty much no save.
Okay, so that is 6 wounds.
6 wounds, eh? So we'll take 4 from there and put 2 on that guy.
Okay. And then reanimate.
Oh, yeah. 4 of them. Oh, so very close.
So close. So that's it for the shooting. I'm satisfied with that.
That's not bad. He killed a little bit over 100 points in Scarabs there.
Let's do some Death Company charges then. Into your... you can heroically intervene with him.
He's not very scary. He's got one attack that's like strength 4. It's an Aeon stave, by the way. I looked it up. I'm pretty sure it's an Aeon stave.
Okay. Not sure what that means, Luke. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to charge your Necron warriors there.
Okay. It's an Entropic Lance. I'm a double idiot. So there you go. He's got that instead. I'm definitely going to Overwatch here. It'll be 40 shots with their guns.
Now, does he have a shooting? You can only Overwatch with one unit anyway.
Exactly. Are you charging him as well?
I mean, you can heroically intervene, so I might as well charge him.
Okay, it's fair. Yeah, I'm not gonna Overwatch with him. I can't. Anyways, they're gonna Overwatch.
Okay.
They'll be the ones. A potential blunder here on my end. I could have chosen the proper protocol, which would have been +1 of my Overwatches. Knowing I'm playing against Blood Angels, probably should have expected the turn. I know I'm supposed to pick them beforehand, but that would have been a safe pick relatively, and I don't think I need the Sudden Storm that bad. It's kind of the default one I go to, so I kind of blanked there. But this, it's not game-changing, but it's something I could have done a little bit better, I think. These are 6s to hit. This is the first half. So we have 4 hits on the first half. And then the second one will give me an additional... Okay, much more than that. That's 9, 10, 11 hits. These are 3s to wound because it's strength 5. And oh, there we go. Kind of evens out there. That's 6 wounds.
-2, so 5 up for the saves. And I make just 1. And now they have a 6 up.
Yeah, Black Rage, yep.
Black Rage. So 2 die.
Kill, okay, it does kill 2.
So I'll go over here because that's where, actually I'll do that. So before I charge in here, Luka, I'm going to spend 1 command point on Hammer of Wrath. That allows me to cause a mortal wound if I roll your toughness or above for every guy that's within engagement range.
Yeah.
Which I plan to get 8 of my guys within engagement range.
It should be no problem. You get +1 to this roll. So you roll 6.
And that looks like it'll be enough. So they're all within engagement range, Luka. And it's 4 pluses to inflict mortal wounds on you.
Yeah.
And you can't reanimate mortal wounds, right?
Not with this dynasty.
All right, let's see what we get.
That's going to do...
That's 4.
4. Hey, look at that,
Okay.
perfectly average. We are going to lose from... I'm trying to debate on where I need to lose them from. I don't know.
The ones that can attack back, that kind of makes the most
I
sense.
suppose the ones that aren't...
But they're on the objective. Ooh, doesn't matter, your objective secure. So.
And they're all double points, too, for their OPSEC.
Right. You know what? My ATVs are going to charge in. That unit of Necron Warriors.
No more Overwatch.
No Overwatch.
Yep, I got nothing. I have no more.
Okay. So
Can I do?
You couldn't do it anyway, right?
Yeah, I used the stratagem already.
Right.
Yeah.
So here we go. I needed a 10, but because of Red Thirst, I'll need a 9 to get your Necron Warriors.
I'm curious. Ha! Okay.
Okay.
By 1.
And let's do these Outriders, charging your Scarabs.
That's fair. Okay.
Actually,
It's a bit longer to get to them. But
if I charge your Warriors,
Wait,
are you able to shoot? Hold on. Is it a stratagem for you to fall back and shoot and do all
it's
that?
being within 9 of that guy.
So they're far away from him.
No, that guy's within 9 for the movement.
He is, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so you still could do it.
Indeed. It was all part of the plan while moving. Just make sure everything's in the proper auras.
Okay. I'm just going to focus all their attacks on the Scarabs, and so the Outriders into the Scarabs, charging +1, 10, so they're easily in. So they finish their charge move, touching all of the bases, except for the ones in the back and the terrain piece,
Yeah,
of
the
course.
2 guys there, yeah. Not much can be done about that.
And I'll go first with the Death Company. 40 attacks, Luka.
You can reroll that one if you wanted to drop die.
Okay. It's,
Hey!
There we go. It was meant to be that.
Yeah, these guys get a bunch of attacks. Black Rage, Chainsword, Shock Assault. They have 2 base.
Yep, that's exactly right. And now I wound you on 3s because of Red Thirst.
Red Thirst, exactly. I see a bunch.
So that's under average there. I should have had 19 wounds. I only have 15.
It's like 18 or 19, I think.
But it's -1 because my Stardy's Chainsword, so I'm okay with this.
Yep, I only have a 4-up save on them. So
So that means it's a 5-up?
Yep, back to a 5-up. Nothing else fancy other than that.
Oh.
We can make a good amount of them. So it was like 15. I should have only made 5, but I made 6. I don't know why the numbers, I like the numbers. They make me happy. That's it for their attacks. We have 9 dead guys, so I'm going to pull them and then reanimate them because that's the proper way to do it. So 4, is that 6? Wow, 6. That was 6. I should only pull, no,
Nine.
that's 9.
9,
So
yeah.
1, 2, 3 more. So I'm going to attempt to reanimate 9 guys. They are standing up on 5s. They only have 1 wound each, but they have a rule called We Are Legion. We reroll 1s. Okay, so we get 4 of them back. So only 5 die. And only 5 count towards morale.
Okay. So those 5 plus the 4 you lost from the mortal
Yes,
wounds from the
those
Hammer
still
of
count.
Wrath, so 9. So that's actually good.
Right.
For morale purposes. Now you can
Some might boogie.
you can interrupt me if you want.
I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
We're all over here.
I'll go with the Outriders.
Exactly.
So because of their devastating charge, I get 3 extra attacks on the charge, except
Yes.
for the instead of the 1 that I would normally get, plus their Astartes Chainswords. So 6 in total each. So we are 18 attacks.
Yep.
Scratch that. 19 because there is a sergeant in there. So hitting on 3s. Ooh, that's a bad roll.
Poo-poo.
Wow, that was a horrible roll. So 10
Yeah,
failed.
That was real bad.
And only 9? Yeah, only 9 actually hit. So I'm wounding you here on
3s as well.
yeah.
Oh, 2s.
Yeah,
You're
it'd
blood
be
angel.
2s because I'm blood
Yeah,
angels,
yeah. Look at you go. There was a couple 2s there. Yeah, and no save either.
Okay, so 8 go through.
So we're going to pull that guy. That's 2. So I owe you 6 more. So we're going to say you die. I owe you 2 more. We're going to put 2 wounds on Buddy there. But I might reanimate some. I do get 1 back. So that always feels good when I got 4 or 5 ups.
It must feel good.
It does feel good when you get an entire Scarab base back, let me tell you. Oh, Buddy over here has to take some damage. Well, I don't want coherency to be weird, so we'll go there, and we'll just put you right back in base contact with that guy. So that guy's in base there. No, there should be no consolidating for the Blood Angels there. Which means I'll go ahead and retaliate now, because that's the 2 chargers. I can't pile in with any of them. And that means these guys can't really move that well either. So they're just going to attack from where they are. They are all in engagement range, though. I don't see much merit in popping self-destruct on this. Not very critical. These boys are hitting on 4s. 6s automatically wound. So we have
Right.
4 automatic wounds. 5s to wound. With the follow-up. Oh, that's a good roll. No AP, though. So we have a total of 9 wounds.
9, okay, well, let's see what I can do here. I am a little concerned. 3 up save, Luka.
That's
So 1 dies,
okay.
and then 1 more is wounded. So I'll do this.
And I assume the non-sergeant is wounded.
Yeah.
Then over to these Necron warriors, where we're just going to pile in a little bit like that. They should all still be coherent, and everyone should be able to attack. I'm going to go, I might pop Disruption Fields. I'm going to go look. We got 11 Necron warrior attacks. I'll try Disruption Fields out. It's a little bit better with My Will Be Done, or a bigger unit. 3s to hit. And now it's 3s to wound because they're strength 5. It mattered for 1. 5 wounds. No AP.
No AP on this, huh?
Nope.
Okay, so 3 up save.
I'll pretend like one of those 3s was one of those fails to make myself feel
Just
better.
make you feel better.
Yeah.
6 up. All right, so 1 more dies.
1 succumbs to its demise. One more attack with the Chronomancer and his lance. Ha! He misses! There we go, look at that.
All right. So leadership now for the morale phase. I lost 3 of my death company. Leadership 7 down to 4. So, okay, so I lose 1 because of that. He's still coherent, so I'll just do that. And then I have a total of 6 there, which I can't get, I can't lose more from any rolls of 2+. It's only 1s because of They Shall Know No Fear. And that's another 2 more.
Something about Death Company running away doesn't feel right.
They can't fall back because of
Black Rage.
but they can.
Their bravery, their leadership is real low.
It's only 7, yeah.
I guess
So
they need a chaplain nearby.
I will do this and this. Well, you lucked out there.
Yeah, no kidding. The only unit that could fail morale are these warriors here. I'm going to go ahead and roll it. I don't think I want to spend 2 command points on Insane Bravery yet. Oh, wow.
So you make it.
That's automatic pass, yeah.
Yeah. Good thing you didn't spend 2 command points.
Yeah, good thing.
End of the turn, I get 3 command points for engage in all fronts because I am in 4 table quarters.
Yeah.
There is Assassinate that I actually totally forgot.
Me too. I would have
completely
reminded
honest.
him. I forgot he was going for
Is that a
Assassinate.
Cryptech? Is that the name?
That's a Cryptech Chronomancer.
So I didn't actually put the Death Company attacks on him. I should have. You did mention a 4+ reanimate with a wound remaining.
Resurrection. He's got 4 up vulnerable save and resurrection protocols.
So he probably would have gotten it.
The 4 up often doesn't work for me, but he's got 4 wounds, which you would have had to. There's some less warriors dead. I probably would have attacked him had I recommended you attack him.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'm okay with what happened there.
You would have had to put 3
That's
into
fine.
him to kill him.
It's all good. And then my other secondary, I can't do that because my Psyker's not on here, so that's good. So I end my turn with 3 points.
Not bad. Command phase, I got a bunch of stuff to do. I will get a command point going up to 9. My Will Be Done from the Overlord, Namu, will target this core unit here. That gives him +1 to hit until my next hero phase. We have this Cryptek over here who's going to target the warriors with the Hyper Material Ablator. That gives them light cover if they're getting shot at from more than 12 inches away. It's probably not going to matter, but I'm just doing it anyways. He's also going to use the Chronomancer ability on the Scarabs, giving them a 5-up invulnerable save until my next hero phase. So they get to reroll charge rolls as well. Not that they're good. Then to the other side, the Royal Warden is going to target, they should still be within 9. Yeah, he's going to target them with Adaptive Strategy. That allows them to fall back, shoot, and charge this turn. It's a bunch of weird, like, character...
It's called the same thing?
Adaptive Strategy, yeah. Well, it's called... I'm pretty sure it's called Adaptive Strategy.
Interesting.
There's a Space Marine stratagem called Adaptive Strategy, I believe. It's relevant. It means the same thing in a way. Just change your strategy up. Break the core rules of the game a little bit here and there. So he did My Will Be Done. He did Adaptive Strategy. The Cryptek is going to do the Chronomancer ability on the Warriors to give them a 5-up invulnerable save as well to my next hero phase, or command phase, I should say. And then... just to bolster my forces and losing a lot of them, I think I am going to pop the Resurrection Orb on them to try and bring back some of those 9 missing warriors, to try and mitigate or...
Is it a one-time use?
It's a one-time use, yeah. I would have liked to use it on the Scarabs, but they're all dead. I'm going to use it on the Warriors. I roll dice equal to the amount of missing warriors in the unit, essentially, so I'm going to roll 9 dice, but I get +1 to it because it's the Relic Orb.
So it's on a 4-up.
4-up. Rerolling ones.
Rerolling ones.
Because they are Legion.
Okay, so you'll get a lot back.
9.
You should get a lot back.
We'll see. 4-ups. Reroll the 1.
All right, so 3 you won't get back.
So 4 actually. So 5 stand back up. Because I got incredibly lucky and Dave's Death Company ran away a good amount, this chunk opened up over here, so I'm going to have to move in this direction to get up over there. I got to get up the field. That's what I got to do. Actual movement now. I'm going to fall back with the Scarabs. They move 10 normally. They're going to move 11 because of Sudden Storm active right now, which is my Doctrine-like ability. I think we're just going to go...
And they can fly, right?
Yes, they fly. They're just going to go right on over here. I think they're just going to go straight forward. They're going to go to, like, this point here.
Oh, boy.
Over there. And I forgot to do Living Metal on these guys, so we're just going to heal that one wound.
So it's automatic.
Just automatic in my command phase. And these Necron Warriors are going to move. They move 6 because of Sudden Storm. They're not near any Relentless March guys. So we're going to go just up and around these bikes for now. Just like that, will I even have the Chronomancer? Does he have to? He's got fly. He can just jump over there. Sure, why not? He'll jump over there for the sake of just jumping over there.
Because he can.
Because he can, exactly. We're going to advance the Nightbringer to get him into a potentially better position from where he is. Get him more in the middle of the table. And I don't think I need to use his shard powers. They're going to be hitting these guys anyways, and I think they're already...
these guys?
The Outrider bikes. I think they're going to be dead from the shooting, so I don't need to. I'd rather him move a little bit further. And by 6? I guess go 14 inches with fly.
So where are you going to end up?
I think I just want to go into the terrain-ish. We're going to go with that to like right here.
So you are in the terrain.
I'm not going to be, no, I'm going to be purposely not touching the terrain so as to not get shot.
Gotcha.
Whereas these Necron Warriors and then the Urnamu Overlord afterwards will move with them. They get to move 7 because of Sudden Storm and Relentless March being near like a bigger, scarier character than a Cryptek. They're also going to avoid going onto the terrain. Not that there's much stuff on that side, I suppose. That'll be their new home. We'll have the Royal Warden scooch up to there. These Necron Warriors are going to reposition just to behind. They're going to be stay in my deployment zone. They are going to, I'll say it now, they're going to deploy Scramblers at the end of the movement phase from my territory, to have my territory marked for that.
Yep. It actually sounds like a Necron thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to necessarily be to scramble. We're deploying some weird Necron stuff, and it's interfering with your specs, and you got to stop me from doing it. I got to do it to hinder your effectiveness on the battlefield. We're going to move, I'm going to correct one thing and move these guys back a little bit more, because I realize they're going to hinder these warriors as they declare a fallback now. And they get to move 7 inches as well, which is going to take them up to this objective over here. Because I need these victory points for the treasures of the Aeons. But we're going to have to do a tight daisy chain, unfortunately, because I'm not going to be able to fit them all through this gap over here. I have to chain out like this. And then I'm avoiding the tree as well. I don't want to suffer the -2. We're just going to Kool-Aid Man through the ruins instead.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! They're going to end there, and then the Cryptek will also fall back. It's a good question as to where he's going to go. I'm going to hope that that's safe. I have no idea if that's safe or not, but he's falling back there
He's
anyways.
fine. He'll come back on a 4-up anyway.
I hope, if he does die, I hope he does come back on a 4-up. Lastly, the Overlord moves. I moved him last so that these warriors could benefit from his relentless march. And, oh boy, do I not want to be super aggressive with him. But I'm going to do it anyways.
Bring it.
I actually might be kind of cowardly and just hang out back here.
What? Oh, come on. Come on. What else are you going to do with him?
What do I need him for? I'm curious, because I want him to go beat up.
Need him to be an example. Move forward.
I'm going to go, it's the Eradicators, my man. It's the Eradicators.
You can't target him.
Yeah, if I go up here, you can.
No, like your Necron warriors are there.
It's true, there's that. And these guys do plan on charging. The problem is if I kill the ATVs a lot, then their charges are going to be a lot harder. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
I see the words in front of you, yes.
So I'm going to instead just opt to be more reserved.
Oh, I see.
And play the attrition game.
Well, I guess that's Necrons.
Indeed. So that is it for movement. Should note, I said it earlier, but the Nightbringer can't use any Catan powers because he advanced. So you do it at the end of the movement phase. I also deploy Scramblers now with the 1 warrior squad. We're going to start shooting over here with these Necron warriors, everything into the Outriders in front of them because that's the big immediate threat. And this is the only real answer I have to them other than more stuff nearby. 40 shots. Here's the first 20 on 3s.
Oh, on 3s.
And then it's 5 wounds, so we'll count the 5s and roll the second volley. We have 4, 5, 6 wounds so far.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then the second volley is 3s to hit.
Okay.
And then it's another, move that back in a second. Followed up by a further 4 wounds. I think it's 10 in total.
-2 in this, so 5-up save for me. I have 5 wounds remaining. I got to get really lucky for these guys to survive. And they don't.
Okay.
They're dead. More so dead. Overkill. Dead. Kill point.
We're going to fire these Necron warriors next. I kind of messed up. I forgot their assault weapons. I should have advanced them. That's okay. We're going to fire at these ATVs what we can. And what we can fire is everything but the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the back. So it's going to be 24 shots at them.
Everything but the 8 in the back. So like half the unit?
Almost nearly half the unit. They're not quite behind the dense terrain, so it's 2s to hit because of my will be done. They get +1 to hit for the Overlord's ability.
It's a lot of 2s in there.
Yes, there are a lot of 2s. And you should be toughness 6 on them, I think. Maybe you're 5. I'll roll the dice, and we'll see.
I just double checked. They are toughness 5.
They're a bike, it makes sense. So that's 8 wounding hits.
At -2, Luka. Oh.
Well, that's a pretty good roll.
Okay. So I got 3 wounds.
Oh, he's got 5 left.
Put the wounds on him because they are close.
They're most definitely going to be charging.
Yeah.
I just want to get them up the field. That's the whole point.
Right.
Control the board. We have, the rest of them aren't firing, but these ones here are next going to fire. So what I'm going to do to try and rectify my mistake is have 5 of them fire over there, and the rest are going to be into the Death Company. 10 shots, and again, they can fire because of the Royal Warden, allowing them to fall back and fire. Had no penalty, so we hit on 3s and wound on 4s. 2 wounds AP2. Nice. Good job, guys.
All right, here we go.
1 damage.
So these down to 4.
So 5, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 are going to go to the Death Company. And the 22 shots, 3s to hit.
That's a good roll.
That is an excellent roll.
Wow.
And 3s to wound.
That's not so good.
It's an average of the good roll though, so therefore in the end it's pretty good. So we got 11 wounds at AP2.
So we have 3 guys in cover, so I'm going to roll 6 at a time here.
Yes, 4-up saves.
So 4-ups on here. Oh, excellent.
Did the cover even matter there? Nope.
Okay, well, let's see. Oh my
What is going on?
goodness.
Only 2 fails.
Yeah, so 1 guy dies.
Oh, yikes.
How about the guy that's not... No, I got to remove one of the guys in cover because I rolled for them.
Oh, yeah.
And here we go. Well, that was an excellent save roll.
That was outstanding.
Hold on 1 second. The Black Rage.
Oh, he didn't roll for it.
So
Okay.
any 6s here?
No, he still falls. We got one more thing to fire. It's gonna be the Overlord's Chariot. Fires a Gauss Catacomb Command Barge. Fires his Gauss Cannon. It's 3 shots at strength 5. I was gonna put it into the Intercessors down the table because I didn't expect the Death Company to live, but the Death Company are more of an immediate threat to get rid of. I know I could charge them, but with no AP, it's not looking great. So we're gonna go 2s to hit. Okay, it's a good start. They all hit. The strength 5, so 3s to wound the Death Company.
Excellent.
I'm gonna command point one of these. 3s, they're AP3.
He's in cover, so I'll roll for him first. You said -3?
Yes.
So 5-up save.
5-up save.
So failed.
It's D3 damage.
Okay.
Oh, it's only 1. Black Rage.
6-up.
Ooh.
No, so he takes a wound. right? 'Cause
That's the 6 up, yes. Exactly.
So
And then
it's-
the next 5 up.
Nope.
And then it's going to be 3 damage.
So here we go. Watch the 3 6s coming up.
No. Okay, well, he does die. There's at least that. I'm going to have to charge him, which is okay, I guess. And then the Royal Warden, how could I forget about him? He's going to fire his Relic Gauss Blaster into the Death Company over there. It's Rapid Fire 2. They're in Rapid Fire range. He is on 3s, though. It's a good start. And these are strength 5. Good follow-up. 2 more wounds.
AP.
Of 2.
Okay.
You make neither. Ooh, 2 damage each.
So for the first one, 6 up. Yeah.
Oh, he tanks it. And the second one, he has to roll 2 more. Just double 6. He's alive.
No.
All right, he's dead. 1 guy remains.
So that's actually kind of bad that he survived, because that means you gain movement should you choose to charge him, which you obviously will. Why wouldn't you? So can I choose to just kill him?
No. No. Unfortunately.
The answer is no, Dave. No.
So we're going to go into charge. We're going to start with those Necron warriors and declare a charge against the Death Company.
Well, I'm going to Overwatch in my mind.
All right, in your mind. I roll a 7.
Yeah.
So parts of me wants to charge the Invader ATVs, but I just realized they have Overwatch, a potentially nasty Overwatch.
Yes. Which I will. Oh, well, let's see what you do.
I know, right? Like tying them up, they have 5 attacks because of shock assault,
Yeah,
plus
5
1
each.
wound, but no AP. And then
fine.
I have a reanimation protocol afterwards. I'm going to charge them. I'm definitely going.
I'll spend.
to
I'm
charge
going to Overwatch you.
Okay.
Yeah. Starting with the Onslaught Gatling cannons, 24 shots here. Looking for 6s.
Yes. And for anyone who's curious, only infantry can set to defend or hold steady. These are bikes.
All right, so that actually looks like it's perfectly statistical because I got 4 hits.
Hey, nice.
Wounding you on 3s, I believe.
Is this the onslaught?
Yeah.
It is indeed 3s. That's a wound, eh?
That's not what I wanted.
It's AP 2, so I only have a 6-up save against it, which does kill a Necron warrior.
All right, and then I get 18 more shots with my bolters that are attached. Hitting on 6s with these. Okay, that's 1. And then wounding you on a 4.
That's a wound. No AP in this doctrine, though.
Okay.
That's another dead warrior. So I do lose 2 warriors.
So you get to a roll, right?
They get to potentially reanimate, but because it's Overwatch in the charge phase, I can't get any closer to you than I already was. They both stand back. I'm sorry. They're both in it to win it.
Wow.
What I need a 6 to make it in. So let's see what we get. That's a 7. I'll take
get
it. Just doing weird stuff like this.
Why would you not get more into combat?
I'm not really gonna hurt you. Like
Well,
straight
not
forward.
with only 1 guy. Maybe 3.
I'll get 3 guys attacking.
Nah.
This guy's gonna charge in now.
All right.
He might be able to do a little bit more. I don't know what he needs.
It's gonna fail. It doesn't matter.
He rolled an 8.
Oh, Korn wants it. Okay.
Ooh,
Well, actually, no.
He's a little bit further behind, so we'll see.
Hull or base?
I think it's hull on this one. So it's an 8's good there, because that's within 8, but that's not even measuring from the front. But I gotta go look at the rule, because that's a good question. Like, I can never remember.
You just double check the rules. So you measure from the hull or the base, whichever is closest.
Whatever's more convenient for the player.
You gotta love that.
Sure, I like it. It's fine. But they make it in, though. So he's gonna go straight forward. We're gonna end like there.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm happy with this, Luka. I wanted him to come closer. And at the end of your turn, if he's closer, then there you go.
I'm a little iffy about it myself.
You don't have to do it.
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm locked in,
Yes,
100%. We'll go first with Urnamu there. He's gonna go. He's got his 4 attacks.
Yeah,
Hitting
yeah.
on 2s. He has a miss. And this is just a War Scythe, so this strength 7.
I got no saves here, do I?
It's AP 4, so no, should be a save. 3's to wound. I do 6 damage.
So you kill a guy and then 2 more damage on another one.
I don't think these things blow up.
No, because they're bikes. So when I say no, I mean yes.
100% they explode.
Because we just checked the rule. But okay, so every unit within 6?
Explodes.
Or within
So
3? Is it within 3 or 6?
It's 3 for a mortal wound, I believe.
Okay,
On a
so
6.
they
on a
are
6.
super close.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do it. So for your Overlord?
On a 6 only.
Nope.
He doesn't explode.
Necron Warriors?
No explosion.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
Got you.
Yeah. So we just killed that one, and then another one takes a couple damage.
Okay. Well, it looks as though, Luka, well, I mean, if you wanted to move closer, which I guess you can.
I 100% will.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
So there's really nothing more I can do here. So 6 wounds on, sure, I'll put it on. Yeah, I'll put it on him. Doesn't really matter.
I will consolidate him a little bit. We're just going to turn him sideways and get a little bit closer to the ATVs.
Okay.
I guess that's probably more, realistically, that's probably more than 3 inches. I'm just going to go like just
I love when you turn, that's more than 3 inches.
and then it's like, bam, super legal move. No, not at all. So we're going to go like that.
Okay.
We're going to end there. And then Dave does not want to interrupt.
Nope, I definitely don't. Well, I mean, the one Death Company does want to, but I'm not going to let him.
And the intent is for him to not be within 1 inch with that consolidate there.
Okay,
So we'll
if
go
you
ahead.
say
And,
so.
We'll go ahead and fight with these warriors here. And we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to make it so only 9 attack.
Okay.
I mean, he might die all the same, but 3s to hit. I would like him to not die, is my thing here. And 2 wounds.
Okay, so here's the 2 wounds.
You're safe, you're good.
That's not good. I actually don't want to be safe.
For anyone who's curious, he's got a rule called Black Rage, which means he cannot fall back, and he's currently wrapped around warriors, which means they can't get shot.
Yeah, that's bad. And on my turn, I'll probably die.
We'll see.
Well, maybe not.
I mean, he survived that, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull these Invader ATVs into combat, so we're going to do a pile-in of
Gonna do a shenanigan-y thing.
We're going to try and protect this guy a little bit with some
He
Luka.
doesn't need protection.
And then we're going to just go up and around. We're going to end up something like this, and we're going to continue this Necron warrior dance up like the middle of the table.
You know, I asked for 20 Necrons, and I only got 1. I paid for 20.
You might be getting 3.
I want a discount.
Buddy. We'll give you 3. We'll give you 3 attack.
Refund.
Let's get some coherence going here. Jeez. We have 3 guys attacking that ATV. We have all hit because we have My Will Be Done. The power. We have no wounds. Look at that. Okay, we're done.
Why do you win on 5s?
No wounds.
Oh,
like you're T5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my guys
That's
are weak.
why.
They're only strength 4.
They're not weak.
They're expendable troops.
Yeah. And you have 60 of them.
Yeah, I know. They're cheap.
Oh, okay. My bad. 55.
I had 70 at the beginning. Am I missing? I am missing some.
So I'll go with my Death Company. 4 attacks now. Only 4, not 5, because I didn't charge you. So I don't get my Death Company extra attack. But I'm hitting you on 3s. Okay.
He needs work. He needs a little practice.
And wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
Because of Red Thirst. And that's 1 wound at
AP
-1.
That's a failed save. I'm going to pull the guy far from the right, and he might not. He is definitely not reanimating.
Well, there we go.
Buddy over there is dead.
1 guy at a time. ATVs now. I will pile in and attack you back. I'll attack the Necron warriors because I might as well. Did you touch my tire here? I'm guessing you did.
Ideally. Actually, I don't think I could have. I did not.
Well, then I'll pile into your Overlord.
Bring it on.
I will bring it.
He's pretty tough, I think.
So because I'm in base with your Overlord and I'm within coherency, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
engagement range, yeah.
Engagement range. So I'm gonna put all my attacks into your Overlord.
Ooh.
Hitting on 3s.
I don't need him anyways.
Do you not?
No. What do you think I need him for? He's nothing. He's just my warlord.
If he's nothing. Why didn't you move him up further?
I'm just always being cautious.
Wounding on 4s because of Red Thirst. And that's 2 wounds because, you know, that's statistical.
No AP, so he is going to take 0 damage.
Okay.
Sick.
So that is the end of the round. You don't get grind them down because you didn't kill more units than me. Had you killed my Death Company, I think you would have gotten it, yeah?
I would have gotten 3 points for that, yeah. I mean, I would have liked to kill him. I tried to kill him, but he survived. Yeah, as you see, I put the Royal Ward and I put the Gauss Cannon. I could have put 1 more Necron Warrior attack in there, but that wouldn't have mattered because you made both your saves anyways.
Just had to charge me.
I could not get him down. That is the unfortunate truth of it.
You do get the secondary objective.
Yes, that's
right
for
there.
Treasures of the Aeons. That's one of the 3 objectives that Dave marked. I get 2 points because I only have 1 of them. I have to get that one, that one, and that one over there to really accumulate points.
So, end of the battle round 1, I have 3, you have 2?
Yes, you are winning by 1 point in the end of the first battle round.
Beginning of battle round 2 for Blood Angels. I get 10 victory points for holding the 2 objectives in my deployment zone. And it looks as though Luka is on. He's actually holding 4 objectives right now.
Yes, I'm doing that Necron thing.
So my goal is to take you off of these 2 objectives. If I can do that, then we can make it so it's an even playing field.
I also you go to the tactical doctrine. I go to the protocol of the Vengeful Stars. So any of my units that are within 6 of a character, not including a Catan Shard, every time I roll 6 to wound with a ranged weapon, it's an extra AP. Oh. It's not that great.
That sounds good.
It's okay. It's okay.
So for a command phase there, I'm going to get my command point, bring me back up to 9 command points. Okay, let's see what we can do here. First things first, I got to fall out with my ATVs. Let's fall back so it actually makes sense. I'll be on this objective. I'm going to move my Blade Guard over here.
Ooh, they're going to come this way.
Oh, yes. I will do that. I'm going to fly my captain out because he just simply wants to fly out. So I'll move forward with my intercessors onto this objective because you only have 1 or 2 guys for objective scoring purposes on there. So I could actually deny you on your turn, and I might as well because why give you the extra points? So very good. They are on there. They are doing their job. My captain will fly up right here because it's actually, hold on 1 second. I'll move forward with these eradicators so that they are still within 6 of my captain, and then I'll just go there. That's the plan, because it's...
He'll move forward first, then they'll follow up behind.
Yeah. So I'll go a little closer because I want to be able to charge you. They've all moved up, minus a couple inches because of the dense terrain. And then over here, we have this unit of intercessors. Now they got to stay on this objective, or I can just simply move up, have more guys surrounding this objective and take it away from you at the beginning of your turn.
I've got 4 guys on it, so you have to have 5 guys on it.
So I got to get all my guys. So I might have to advance these guys in order to do that.
And by 4, I mean I have 2 models that are worth 2.
Right. So I'm going to leave this objective back here. I do need to advance because I measured it. I only need an inch on the advance.
To get all 5 in.
I get +1 anyway because of Red Thirst. But
Also, no matter what, you're getting it, yeah.
So they are there. They take that objective away from you.
Yeah, they're hiding behind the wall for my... The Warriors are going to have to advance to really get a good line of sight on them.
Unless you have some sort of Eldar trickery that says that you can move in my turn.
Nah, I got nothing like that. Okay. Sorry, man.
I wouldn't put it past you, though.
No, these guys don't do that.
Okay, they do something different. And in my movement phase, I brought my Inceptors down here to hold this objective because everything else left it. And then over here on this side, I have my Aggressors that have come down, plus my Psyker that have come down. I want to have them over here. I want my Psyker there. I'm banking on turns 4 and 5 for my secondary because I got to be within 6 inches of your deployment zone. Good thing I have Wings of Sanguinius on him in order to help me do that.
Yeah.
And also, I can't shoot those Necrons over here, just to show you, just for those who want to know. If I do kill and you reanimate, you can actually go more on the objective. So I actually have to totally ignore that unit right now.
That's the weird... there's a term for it.
Which I'm fine with. I mean, you know, that's fine. Over here, in combat with the Death Company, so I can't shoot at these guys anyway, so that's maximum guys that you can have on the objective. And so I'm just going to focus on killing these guys, because I check line of sight, and they all have line of sight to them, not impeded by this dense terrain. On to the Psychic phase. I will smite this unit of Necron Warriors. Might as well.
Yeah, no reanimating there, so...
So here we go. How many do I get? I just get D3.
Yep. It will kill 3. 3 Necron Warriors, eh? Well, let's just go with 1, 2. And we got to keep coherency strong, so we don't really need you.
Now I'm going to blood boil you. So enemy unit within 18 inches, so same unit of Necron Warriors.
Yeah.
And this is mortal wound, so you won't be able to reanimate from this either. So it's warp charge 6. I make
Good
it.
enough.
Rolling 2d6, and I need to get higher than your toughness in order to actually D3 mortal wound you. If I roll 8 or higher, which I do, it's
3.
an automatic 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, well, we're going to lose you. We already know that. We're going to lose you. And 1 more guy, eh? Well, I don't want to lose the potential attacks on him, but we'll lose you.
Now on to the shooting phase. Let's start with the Aggressors.
Actually, I'm gonna change that a little bit. I'm just gonna lose these. I don't think I'm getting that objective.
So you're just gonna like take them off there anyway?
I'm just gonna take them off there anyways. We're just gonna go back over here.
All right, no problem.
In fact, we're gonna lose 1 more. These are from the smites. We're just gonna consolidate our efforts around here.
So Aggressors now in the shooting phase against that Necron Warrior squad, back in that objective. Cherry picking.
Yeah.
Frakestorm first. So here we go, minimum 3 on each. So these are all 3.
So that's 9, 12, 16, 21.
That combined with their other weapons, it'll be 48 shots in total. So I'll just add 3 more to make this 24 and roll it twice. So I hit you on 3s.
And because of the angles of models and the terrain and all that, there's no negatives to hit, and they're all in range to fire. They all have line of sight individually, but like it's a weird circumstance, but it works out.
And wounding you.
4s. We have.
And now on the second one, Luka.
Oh, there's much better.
And wounding on 4s. That's better.
No one has cover because that's area terrain there. So 5s, because we are talking about
Tactical.
tactical, and that is, I think, 10. 5. Yeah, it's 10.
It's exactly 10.
Got them all. Ah, I think I command point one of these. Oh, not quite.
Oh,
So I'm down
wow.
to command point.
Excellent. Intercessor squad now going to shoot your command barge because he's now the closest enemy unit, thanks to you removing your guys over here.
Yeah.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because my captain is nearby.
Oh, he is. Nice.
So 8 hits, and I'm wounding you on 5s, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 wounds at -2.
Indeed. He is gonna have a 4 up. Save. It might have been, well, it doesn't matter, he takes 3 damage. It might have been a 5 up.
Plasma pistol supercharge now. That's a hit, and that's a wound.
Save? We're good.
So it's invuln save?
He's got a 5 up. It's got quantum shielding, so he's got a 5 up invulnerable save. All right. I can.
These intercessors right here. They're going to shoot these warriors because they can't shoot anything else. Only 2 of the rifles can see, so re-rolling because of captain. And that's wounding on 4s. 2 wounds at -2.
-2, eh? Well, we're going to do it. How many was it for?
2 wounds.
Oh, 2? Okay. We'll do it on the 2 guys near the trees. That doesn't help either of them.
And then supercharging plasma pistol. That's a miss.
After the intercessor's fire, I've got to reanimate. We'll reroll the 1. And
Nope.
no one stands, but they're dead.
Heavy bolt pistols now on the Blade Guard veterans. And they are within 6 of my captain. So here we are. And getting 2 hits. Wounding on 4s.
Oh, double.
That's nothing. But I will supercharge the plasma pistol.
Ooh.
That's a hit. And that's a wound.
Ooh, that's no saves. That kills, we'll kill off Buddy here, and then we'll reanimate him. Yep. We'll just bring him back.
Eradicators now at the same unit of
Yeah.
Necron warriors. And I'll just shoot at them. I'll choose to shoot at... 1 unit will shoot at them.
Okay.
Both are within range of my captain, and they're both core. So here we go, hitting on 3s. And no 1s, so wounding on 2s. That's 3 wounds at -4.
Yeah, they're gonna have, that's 3 of them, you said?
Yeah.
Is that the 1 squad shooting them?
It's the 1 squad shooting them.
We're gonna pull from the back here, and then reanimate. We're gonna get back, okay. Just 2 of them.
Just 2. Just 2. And then the other squad will fire. Well, what a waste of shots.
Actually, I'll put 1 up here.
It feels like such a waste, man. Okay, so the second one will shoot. Got a 1 there, so re-rolling because the captain nearby, so getting 5 hits and wounding on 2s. That's 5 wounds.
Oh, wow, that's 5.
So we're pulling from the back, I'm guessing?
We're gonna pull, yeah, 1, 2, 5. Yeah, we'll pull 5, because you don't have much more shooting, eh?
Not a whole lot.
Pull from the back. I don't see too well there. 4 come back.
Come on!
Hey, yeah, Eradicators are not good at shooting warriors.
Now moving on over here, my Inceptors are going to fire all of their shots into these Scarabs. So hitting on 3s with their weapons. Oh, that's a bad roll, Luka. Look at that.
That side sucks. Look at everything over here sucks.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Wounding on 3s, that's slightly better, but still pretty bad. Only 6 wounds at -2. Now that matters because you have a 5 up in
Yeah,
vulnerable.
they get the Chronomancer buff on them, so they have a 5 up in vulnerable save. It saves 2 of them and 4 wounds. Which when you got 3, yeah, you're dead, and you're gonna have 3 wounds left over there, I suppose. But we have reanimate. He does not get back up.
You know, in retrospect, probably should have moved my Eradicators forward this way and then shot at them because they're better at killing Scarabs.
Oh, they're great at killing scarabs.
Then over here, I got a single bolt pistol from this Death Company into the squad of warriors. That's a hit. That's not a wound. My captain will throw a crack grenade into the warriors. Might as well. That's a hit. And then 3. That's not a wound. So I'm going to declare a charge here with my Vanguard.
The Blade Guard.
The Blade Guard. Into your warriors. Overwatch?
Yes. I'll spend a command point to Overwatch there. They're not all able to benefit from the defensible obstacle, though, so no 5s to hit on Overwatch. Here's the first half. We have 3 hits and 2 hits. We have 5 hits altogether. 4s to wound. 3 wounds in the end.
-2, but 4 saves because of the Storm Shield's there. Save none.
Ooh, that does kill 1. Unless you command point it.
Yeah, I'll command point one of them.
Might as well, I guess. Okay, 1 guy takes the damage. Or 2 damage.
Rolling for the charge, adding 1 of this because of Red Thirst. Getting an 11. Excellent. And now for my captain. I'm going to charge. I might as well charge both.
Sure. Charging Urnamu, my overlord.
And your Overlord. 5
Turns
inches.
into a 5, yep.
So I'll go right here. Voop. So over here, Luka, my aggressors will charge your warriors. It would have been a 9 had you not removed any, but you did, so you kind of cut my distance a bit, so I need 10, but it's +1 because of Red Thirst,
Exactly,
so
yep.
9 inches for this.
Oh,
Nope.
the 4 is not going to do it.
It's not. But I could roll to re-roll this.
You use the reroll to save a Blade Guard veteran.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. I guess that was probably more worth it anyway. So I'm going to go first with my captain.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around here.
Face me. Gotcha.
Yep, I am touching you, just so you know.
I got it. Yep.
Yep. And I'm attacking your barge.
Yep. That's Urnamu.
And I have 5 attacks on the charge here.
And I'm going to quantum deflect as well to give him a 4 up invulnerable save instead of a 5 up.
Is that stratagem?
Yeah. 1 CP. I'm down to 5.
So I'm hitting on 2s because my Hammer of Baal.
It's the relic, yeah. No negatives to hit on it.
I do have the opportunity to reroll 1 hit roll, wound roll, and a save. Should I do that? So Gift of Foresight allows me to reroll 1 hit roll. Okay, so that's 5 hits. And wounding on 4, because of what you just said.
Quantum deflection, or quantum shielding.
And I can reroll 1 wound roll. So that's 5 wounds.
Oh, jeez, that Gift of Foresight's wild. Over here. 4 up invulnerable saves. Ooh, that will kill him. I'll command point. Dang, you got him. He's dead.
Now he explodes, right?
Maybe. Eldritch Rust drop die. Nope.
Okay.
Dang. That's what because I took the 1 extra damage from the bolt rifles too. No.
So I don't know if it matters to pile in, so I'll just stay there. I'll go next with my Blade Guard Veteran, unless you...
I'm not interrupting.
Not interrupting, okay. So I'm hitting on 3s here with them, rerolling 1s because my captain is nearby. So getting a couple 1s in there, and otherwise that's a very good roll. Very good. That's... See, they're veterans for a reason, because that's a fantastic hit roll. Wounding on 2s because of Red Thirst. Okay, just getting a couple 1s. So 15 wounds.
That's 5. I still have a couple left, which is good. 10. Not a lot, though. 3. That's 5, 10, 13. I have 1 model left, which means I get to reanimate 15 guys.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they're gonna.
You're so lucky.
You're gonna go over this way now. 5 ups to stand up, and I get to reroll 1s. It's not. That's probably enough. Oh, 2 more. That helps. So you get of the 15, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them get up. So I only lose 7.
So before we go further, Luka.
Yeah, Dave's gonna use the command point reroll to try and slay this last Necron warrior before it respawns.
Because it just makes sense.
Yeah, I jumped the gun. I started reanimating. He could have seen how many died and then chose to reroll the last one. That's fine. By all, it just hopefully roll a 1 again. You got him. There you go. They're dead. So no reanimating. No Necron trickery there.
So I will consolidate my 3. Just a little bit there. He's wounded down to 1.
He's hurting. And then we get to go first over here. I'm going to pop disruption fields because I would like to try and kill them off. They should all be attacking from where they are. So that's 1 more command point. I'm down to 4. It's not the most likely to kill him, but I'd love to be able to. Ooh, that was a bad roll. 3s to wound. I got 4 wounds because of that. That helps, maybe.
Minus anything?
No AP.
Okay, so 3 up.
Oh, he's alive.
All right, and
he's
then
got the
6
6
up.
yeah. Okay, that's fine.
He's got 1 wound.
He fights back.
And then he'll attack you back with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, all hits, and wounding you on 4s. And then
It should be wounding. Oh, I didn't charge you. That's right.
It's -1 because of his chainsword, and you're good.
Oh, that's not good. I kind of wanted to reanimate. I owe Dave a morale check over here. I lost 4. Good, another 1. We're okay. Wow. We're hanging in there.
End of my turn, I get another 2 points for engaged in all fronts. I don't have this quarter anymore. You killed my Outriders. So,
yes.
And that's all I get, which is fine. I'm happy with that because I'm happy with the amount that I killed. I think that was a fantastic turn.
That was an exceptionally good turn. Yeah, I was. I made a few mistakes. So for this turn here, I was experimenting. I tried to see what it was like pushing into Space Marine lines. That was a bad idea. I should not have pushed into Space Marine lines. I'm okay though. I'm still in a fine position. That's going to put me behind a little bit. We are going to try to focus on doing the objective at hand here. So we are going to have this Cryptek do the Chronomancer ability on the Chronomancer ability on them, 5 up invulnerable save.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have this Royal Warden doesn't really have any good targets. I was hoping to reanimate a guy over there to be able to fall back and shoot, but I think we're just gonna use the Veil of Darkness instead. Over here, this Cryptek's gonna put the Hyper Material Ablator on them. And he's going to give them a 5 up invulnerable save as well. So they'll have a light cover against shots over 12, and they'll have a 5 up invulnerable save, and they can reroll charges.
I gotta kill these Crypteks, man.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're good support units. Yeah. That should be it for my hero phase. Command phase. I get a command point. I'm up to 5, and for scoring, I'm on 3 objectives, but so is Dave. So I only get 10 points.
Just a quick correction on 2 objectives, only because my intercessors are.
I forgot they were back there. It's still 10 points though.
Yeah.
The Nightbringer is going to act as a giant distraction now because I'm losing a lot of my forces. He's going to move there. We're going to advance these Necron warriors. I guess I'll roll it. They get to go an additional 4 inches, so they go 9 inches with this move.
Can they shoot after advancing?
Yes, they're assault weapons.
Well, I guess I'm in cover.
You are, indeed. They're going to end up like that, and then we're going to have the Cryptek come here. So we're going to have, we'll take this objective, we're going to keep maintaining that one back there, and then these Scarabs are going to move forward as well. They're going to go be a nuisance over here.
Nuisance. So they're OBSEC, yeah?
They're OBSEC as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Living Metal, that guy heals. Forgot to say that. He's back up to full. The Royal Warden's going to advance because he's in a bad position. He's got to get behind this obscuring terrain. So back of his base is going to end up there. Okay. And then we're going to go to the end of the movement phase, or during the movement phase, I'm going to Veil of Darkness. I think I'm going to get more value out of this. So he's going to disappear, and they're going to disappear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So no one's on this objective back here?
Yeah, I'm giving up this side of the table.
Interesting.
Essentially.
Interesting.
So he's
Okay.
got one wound. So we are going to have, well...
Super interesting choice.
Yeah, we're going to go back here just because... Oh, you know what? I guess I could go over there.
So at the beginning of the game, he said he doesn't do it for himself. Right?
No, so he does it, he himself disappears, and he takes a unit with him.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're actually, I don't think there's, this is a death zone. This is awful. Like this, I've already learned my lesson for pushing into Marine territory. I think I'm just going to go in this corner.
The other corner?
Yeah, I'm just going to consolidate my forces over here.
Interesting, okay. Huh.
The Marines, the Blood Angels are hitting too hard. I didn't respect them enough.
And you know what? To be fair, I didn't believe in them enough.
Ending here, the way the Veil works is in your movement phase, and then for deploy Scramblers is at the end of your movement phase. So I could do the Veil first and start to deploy Scramblers. So they're going to come over here, and that's the last move. We're going to make sure they're all on the table, more than 9 away from the Inceptors there, and wholly within 6 of the Cryptek here. In fact, just to make it more obvious, let's do that. And they're going to start deploying Scramblers, and then the Necron Shard has to start throwing out some of his Necron Shard powers.
It's right there.
Yeah, so he's going to go ahead. He can do 2 that he knows. He knows Antimatter Meter and Gaze of Death. We'll shoot a Gaze of Death at them.
Sounds scary.
It is a little scary. So he's within 9 inches of the Blood Angel Captain. He's going to throw the Gaze of Death at the Captain instead because it doesn't like, it's not a shooting attack or anything like that, and I can target him. So I roll 3 dice. Every 4 up is D3 mortal wounds. Ooh, so it's going to be 2 D3 mortal wounds. Also only 2. He's fine. He's got 3 wounds left, I think.
Oh, that scared me.
He's going to conjure an Antimatter Meteor and throw it at the Blade Guard veterans. This one does have to be the nearest. On a 3-up. I think that's good.
Well,
6 is really good. I got to look what that is. It's a bigger meteor than average. So it's D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. It's 4. So it kills 2 of them, though.
Yeah, it does. Here, let's do... Oh, that's the Sergeant, isn't it? But it does negate charge.
It makes it a little bit harder. But yeah, that guy in the back has to die first.
Yeah.
So he dies there. And then I'm going to... Ooh, I might spend a command... Because that guy's within 9. I'm going to spend a command point, I think.
You get to do another one for a command point?
And do another power, but I have to roll it. It's dimensional destabilization. So on a 4... it's 1 command point, and I do this power, number 3. Well, that's not an ideal one. That's Sky of Falling Stars. I pick 3 units within 24 inches. If I roll a d6. If I roll under the amount of models in that unit, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. It's not equal to or under, so I can't hurt him, and I can't hurt the captain either. So I'm going to pick, we'll say aggressors. Sure, there'll be 1. We're going to, and 6s always fail as well on rolls. We'll go with the intercessors, I suppose, them. And then we'll go with the eradicators. We'll go with those intercessors as well. Let's go with the 2 intercessors and the aggressors.
Sounds good.
Oh, the aggressors actually aren't in 24. I claimed it.
Eyeballed?
Yeah, I eyeballed it. So we'll go intercessors.
Okay.
Eradicators. We'll go intercessors, eradicators.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sure, why not? So I'll do the closer eradicators. They are fine. The further ones are not fine. They suffer. They lose 1. An eradicator gets hit by a falling star.
So that's the closer or farther?
The further unit. So one of them just dies.
All right.
And then the intercessors are hit, and they suffer 2 mortal wounds.
So 1 guy.
Yeah. These guys are weird. They do a bunch of, yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was something, I suppose. Shooting phase, this Cryptek's going to fire his lance at the Primaris Marines there. He hits and wounds. It's AP 3, but you're in cover.
Yeah, so 5 up.
Yeah. I roll a 6 to wound there.
Saved.
If I roll a 6 to wound, it's actually AP 4.
Okay. Then he's wounded. How much damage?
It's flat. It's 3 plus D3. It's 4 minimum. It does 4 damage.
Okay, so 2 guys.
Oh no, it's not mortal wounds. It's just a shot. It's a ranged attack. It just kills 1 guy.
Oh, I see.
It's just like 1 shot.
Gotcha,
It's like a las cannon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be him then.
Okay. Let's go to the other Cryptek, who is not doing an action, so he's able to fire his lance at them. If he hits, he does, and it's strength 8, so that doesn't wound.
Oh, too bad.
Ooh. I am going to command point that and go down to 3. There we go. So it's -3, so you have a 6-up save.
Nope.
And, it's 5 damage.
All right, so 1 plus another.
Just one guy dies.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. You know, I've been playing too much AOS recently.
Right, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna charge. If they're
No, they can't. They're doing an action.
So I'll do that.
9 of the Necron warriors have line of sight to the intercessors. These are hitting on 4s because we advanced. So 1s, 2s, and 3s all miss here.
Only a couple 3s.
Not too bad. These are strength 5s, 4s to 3s to wound. 6s are AP 3. The rest are just AP 2.
5-up save. Yep, and 4-up saves because I'm in cover.
It kills one of them and a half.
1.5. So he will go, and then he'll be wounded right there. That guy fell over.
Charging time. We're gonna start with the scarabs and the inceptors.
Inceptors. I won't Overwatch.
Nope.
No.
Bam. Look at that.
Nice. I kind of want you to be in range here. Touching my base.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll grab both of his base up. We don't really care about that guy back there. I don't think I do, at least. I'd rather have all. Yeah, we'll just go with all the scarabs on the objective.
Makes sense.
We'll be happy there.
Charging here?
No, they advanced, so no charging
Oh,
there.
true, true.
They're just hanging out on the objective doing Necron stuff. The Nightbringer will declare a charge against the Blade Guard veterans.
All right. Do you get like any
Nope.
bonuses?
That's a 12. We'll even entice you a little bit. We'll go right there, homie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
No? What do you mean, no?
Well, because then you'll just kill me.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well,
Right?
he'll charge there, and then that no heroic intervention then?
Well, the thing is, yeah, if you pile into me, you can't attack me because you didn't declare me, right?
It's true, 100%.
So no heroic intervention.
Alrighty then. He should. Okay, well, we are going to go first with the Nightbringer, and he's going to attack the Blade Guard veterans. You could transhuman here if you want to, so I wound you on 4s instead of 2s.
1 command point?
Yeah, it should only be 1 command point because there's only 3.
Sure, I'll do it.
He's going to have 6 attacks. I'm, of course, going to use the big Scythe attack, so lots of bonus rules there. Ooh.
What do you hit on?
2s. So the 1s fail. And I wound you on 4s afterwards. That's fine. Keep that. 4s to wound. Oh, the transhuman was so big.
Because I would have been wounding on 2s, yeah?
It would have been 2s to wound. Those would have all wounded. Okay.
So,
I could re-roll one, but I'm not too concerned about it.
there's 4-up invuln, yeah?
You get no invulnerable saves against his attacks.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
-4 as well, so you should have a 6-up armor save, though, because the Storm Shield does give you a 2-up.
Okay, so 6-up.
Ooh.
That's a 1.
All right, so he is going to take 5 damage.
So 1 guy dies.
One guy gets cut down.
Okay, well, that's a lot less than I expected.
I expected them to die, but I mean, the transhuman you should use.
Yeah,
so it was really very useful there. 4s hit with the scarabs on the Inceptors. 6s are good. That's 4 automatic wounds. And 5s to wound. There's another 2, so we have 6 wounds on the Inceptors.
Oh, good thing you rolled those 6s at the beginning, right?
Yeah, they're 1 saving grace.
Regular save?
You just regular saves. I do kill 1.
Unless I command point reroll 1 of those.
You could.
And you don't have any more close combat.
Nope.
So sure, I'll command point reroll 1 of these.
Oh, it works again. Curse you.
I'll attack back here, Luka. 6 attacks in total. Scratch out 7 because one's a sergeant. So hitting on 3s. Okay, and then wounding you on 3s.
2s. I'm only T3. You need Blood Angel.
Oh, fair enough. Then 3 wounds.
5 ups. Take 2 damage.
And then over here,
Wait, no, they did.
Blade Guard veteran.
I think they take 3 damage because the invulnerable save's over on these guys. Now that I remember that, so they don't actually have an invulnerable save.
Oh, so it's not. So it just goes through.
Just yeah, one guy's got 1 wound left.
Blade Guard veteran. You charge me, so I get extra attacks.
Yeah, this is scary. This is where bad things can happen for me. As long as you don't do 3 damage to me, I'm okay.
Right, because it's my turn and you don't heal 1, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. So I'm 8 attacks here, Luka. And hitting you on 3s, rerolling 1s because my captain is nearby.
Oof, don't even need his help.
Not needing it. Wounding you on
4s.
4s because of Red Thirst.
Yes.
Getting only 2.
Ooh, okay. This is okay for me. This is okay. As long as I make 1 of these, I'm happy. 4 up invuln. Oh, I make
1.
Yeah, it's 2 damage, so he just takes 2. He's down to 8. I'm actually going to try and reroll that because there is a Psyker over here who could potentially do...
He could smite you.
You need to do 2 mortal wounds, but I'm gonna just take the reroll. Okay, we're good. 0 damage.
Yep.
So instead of being at 7, I'm at 9 still.
Morale phase.
These guys could fail. They lost 3. They don't have their sergeant anymore.
They don't have their sergeant.
I think they're only 8.
Yeah.
On a 6.
I don't want to lose another one, though. How many command points do I have? 2?
You have 5.
5?
You could insane bravery them.
Could. Or I could just take the chance. It's only on a 6 that I lose them, right?
Yeah, but then the other guy runs on a 1. So on a 6 and a 1, you lose them.
That would be bad. I'm going to take the chance, Luka. It's 1 and 6.
They're fine. So you roll an 8.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
And then these intercessors only lost 2, so they're fine.
And I get 2 points for holding that objective over there. And I am just having the hardest time killing Marine units. I'm getting them down to like very small, very minor numbers. Like killing him, killing them would have got me grind them down, I think. Maybe.
So no grind them down again?
Yeah. No, you killed 2 of my units. I would have had to kill 3 of yours.
Right.
Where was my potential 3rd kill? Them surviving kind of sucked. Yeah, I'm just
Them
having
surviving too, right?
Yeah, like I couldn't kill anything on that turn. It's a little disappointing. It's not, the list isn't about killing though. It's more about
Not dying?
not dying, I guess. I do get 2 points though for Treasures of the Aeons.
Blood Angels turn 3. So Luka, you mentioned something about your Overlord being dead, therefore...
I didn't get my Protocol of Vengeful stars.
Okay, so
So
then...
Dave made a 5-up save.
Right.
Then he should just have 1 wound left on him.
Yeah. Okay.
One guy still dies from them, but the other one doesn't die from the lance.
Gotcha. Command phase, I go up to 6. I'm holding 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
objectives.
that freaking guy living, man. Oh, not that it matters. It's still 10 points, but
Yeah, it's still 10 because we're tied.
yeah.
But that's crazy that he's holding that, which is fantastic. Advancing my aggressors up because they're not really doing anything.
They
over
rolled a
here.
1.
They did plus 1 more because of Red Thirst. Now for the Psyker, I'm advancing him as well. I moved him there. He's within line of sight and 18 of the Nightbringer, so I could do my Blood Boil and my Smite. This guy's awesome. I'm just gonna move him here so as to like deny you line of sight. Back here, Eradicator's moving forward because why not? And then same with these Eradicators also moving forward.
Ooh, he's going to take a lot of melt out of the face.
Oh yes. So I'm gonna fall out with my Blade Guard, but I'll fall out this way.
Yeah. The downside here is that you have to commit to something good in combat to do 3 damage to him.
Which will be my dude.
And if he doesn't kill him, the Nightbringer will kill him back.
Absolutely he
Yeah.
will. ATV is coming back this way because, you know, Scarabs.
Of course.
That's not good for business. I will fall out of combat here. Whoop, whoop. Actually, let's do this. Let's make it hard for these guys because then they'll have to shoot through trees.
Indeed. Joke's on you. I'm just going to advance now then.
Well, okay. My intercessors, I'm gonna move out of here. You're overwhelming me with your obsec, so I'm just gonna move back here where they're actually gonna be useful. Over here now on the other side of the battlefield, a psychic phase. This is very important.
This is super important.
Gonna Nightbringer, Smite.
Okay. Well, I can't stop powers.
Okay, so I'm hoping for a
You want to do 3 more
a
wounds
3
with this
or
face.
higher on this one. And I can't re-roll this, right?
Right. Oh, you would.
And that's exactly 3.
Come on, man.
Exactly 3, Luka.
Oh, jeez. All right, he's got 6 wounds left.
And then I'll Wings of Sanguinius,
Yeah, get him over there.
which he makes it.
I'll jump into my zone there.
And then I'll just jump in here.
That was so good. You got that smite on a 5. Dang.
First unit of Eradicator is gonna shoot at the Nightbringer. Look at all those ones. I'm gonna re-roll every single one because they're close enough to the captain. I can't believe that.
Jeez.
All right, so 3 hits.
Okay.
And wounding you on 3?
Yes, 3's to wound him. He's D7.
So 2 wounds.
All right, well, and he fails 1, makes 1. Was that the, what squad, is that the back squad?
Yeah, back squad of 2.
It's gonna be minimum 3. I'll command point it. Yeah. Okay, he takes 0 damage from them.
Okay, so I'll roll with the second unit.
I got 1 left. Got to keep him in the game here. I know it's not likely, guys, but I got to try.
So here we go, second unit of Eradicators. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, that's 4 hits, and wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounds.
All right. Yeah, 4 ups. He takes a lot of damage, but he only takes 3.
Okay. Over here, ATVs into the Scarabs. 16 shots, starting with the Gatling cannons. Hitting on 3s. That's pretty decent. And then wounding you on 3s. That's also extremely decent. So that is 5, 11.
No save against that. That's 1, 5, 9, and then 10, 11.
And then I'll finish it off with the bolters.
There, yeah.
That's 12 shots there with the bolters. So hitting on 3s. That's not quite as good, but still semi-decent. And wounding on 3s. Okay, so that's 7.
These are 6 up still, because these are just no AP now. And the third, I assume you're in the Assault Doctrine.
Yes.
Okay, so I had 6 damage, that's them dead. Oof. Yeah, it's very efficient.
Okay. Intercessors are going to shoot your warriors, because you're already OBSEC on.
Yep.
So here we go. All hits. And 4s, so 3 wounds at nothing, just -1.
Yeah, -1. I have a 5-up invulnerable save, or a 5-up save, so was it 1 guy? 2 guys die? Boom, boom. 2
So
guys.
plasma pistol, not supercharged.
Actually, I'll take 2.
That's a miss.
I'll take those 2, yeah, sure. And then they reanimate. Maybe.
Roll them up.
Nope.
2 die.
I got them from over here.
Okay.
Ooh, here we go. Here's the heroic stuff.
Gonna charge a clock with my Smash Captain.
Very nice combined effort from all the Blood Angels. Any up?
I'm gonna charge with my Eradicators just as an insurance policy. And I get an 8 because of Red Thirst.
Ooh,
So here, I'll go around here.
interesting.
And then I'll charge with these Intercessors, again for insurance policy. And I get an 11.
Oh, wow. Hello, Nightbringer. Well, I thought it was going to be a little more heroic with the captain doing it, but this makes sense too.
They're coming to his aid just because they love him so much.
Right.
So 6 attacks with the captain because of Assault Doctrine, Savage Echoes, plus the Shock Assault. So hitting on 2s.
We're going to get, oh, he's going to get him for sure.
And then wounding you
Should be
on
2s.
2s.
Yep.
So that's 6 wounds.
Here's 5 dice. You got him.
Whoa!
Boom! He explodes on a 4-up. Yeah, he does. He does some more wounds. Does he kill the captain? He doesn't. All right, that's all I cared about. I concede.
Okay.
That's game. I could get more points, sure, but I think all the interesting stuff has happened.
Yeah, and that was a surprise. Today in the MiniWarGaming Vault, you'll see this 2,000-point Ryza Ad Mech force versus this Cult of Manipulation Thousand Suns army, battling in this wreckage-strewn Imperial convoy jungle world. Be sure to click on the link in the video description below to see this battle report. Well, that was a complete surprise, Luka.
That was a good combined effort from all the Blood Angels to take him out. I mean, you need Psychers to take out a Nightbringer. Otherwise, it's just you only have 2 faces to really hurt him.
Yes.
There are a couple of other armies that have weirder ways of doing it, but those are like more obscure and few and far between.
Yeah.
So that was great. That's the first time he's ever really died, and I kind of was a little concerned because of the Psyker. I was hoping you'd have to smite and Blood Boil to get him, but it worked out for you there, and that's fine. Sometimes bad things happen. I wasn't really too happy with the performance of it. A few things I wanted to do kind of failed, or I didn't blunder too much on some, like earlier on, sure. This guy living, there was a lot of things where things you had just lived and lived and lived and they just didn't want to die. Yeah. Also going first for Blood Angels, very powerful. It's very hard to recover from that on the receiving end of it.
That was huge.
Even with a list like mine, you were able to keep me in my deployment zone over here. It's 2 things that happened. You were able to keep me in my deployment zone by rushing at me, which was a sacrificial but a very good move. Yep. Highly recommended. And then in addition to that, your reinforcements showed up on turn 2. Now in the hypothetical where I go first, everything moves forward, then moves forward again. And I bubble up so much of the area that your reinforcements have no choice but to show up in your deployment zone. And then that's ideal situation for me. That's almost an auto win for my setup.
I think so, yeah.
So like I wanted to see going second. Going second against Blood Angels is like a double oof. Yeah. This list can survive and go second, but not against Blood Angels. A good Blood Angel build. This one is like all Primaris, good efficient stuff. A little bit more expensive on a couple of the Inceptors and the Eradicators, sure. But 5 points isn't too much. In the end, it's 60 points. That could have been 1 more of something somewhere else, but not game-changingly big. Yeah. I would have, okay, for score, for people curious, we could kind of simulate what the score is going to look like, because I'm at the point where I'm not going to really focus on killing too much more. My next turn would have been these guys maybe rushing for this objective. I don't know. You have a couple guys on it. What is this, 14? They're not really going to make it. It's both 14 and a half. They move 5 and they advance 6, so they can't make it on this one turn. They'd have to, what I would have had to do then would 5 inches and then declare a charge against the Inceptors. So hypothetically, if I make my charge, I get 2 more points, sure.
Next turn, these guys shoot and charge, right?
Yes, exactly, yeah. So I would have gotten 2 more points with them and that's it. These guys, I think I would have tried to save face and they would have just stayed exactly where they are.
2 objectives, yeah.
And they would have
me go to you?
and it would have been they're in no man's land right now, so they would have deployed scramblers to no man's land.
Yeah.
So I would have accomplished that there.
You got your what? 10 points for that?
That would have been 10 points. So I'll calculate that, and then I'm not getting grind them down anymore. We know that.
I would have got 8 points for my psychic.
Yes. Assuming you make this, you still have to roll it, but it's like a 4. We'll assume you did it, and then you would have gotten 8 points for that. Engage on all fronts, you would have gotten.
But I can re-roll failed psychic. Yeah. No. Actually, no. That's an action. I can't re-roll an action.
I don't. You might be able to. I think there's like a recent FAQ that I think you can. So we'll assume you got it, and then you would have gotten engaged on all fronts for on this last turn. On your third turn, you would have gotten 2 points for it,
yeah.
and then you would have been able to.
Yeah. Let's just say 2 points.
2 points and 2 points.
Yeah.
So you get 10 points for that. Pierce the Veil, you get 8. Assassinate, you kill. That one's gonna be harder to stimulate. You probably kill my characters off. You'll probably at least kill 2 more, so you'll get 9 points for assassinate. Oh no, more. You get like 12 points for assassinate. Yeah, I think you crushed me. Because it starts, it is kind of hard to simulate the points. Blood Angels win. Blood Angels are going to win. My score is going to be, I get 10 points there. I get it maybe not even one more time. Yeah, that's not great. I get 10, 14, maybe 16. I get like 36 points to your probably almost in your 60s or 70s.
Yeah. Wow.
Something like that. It's like a pretty good crushing victory for the Blood Angels.
That's crazy, man.
I'm not like the problem with these kinds of lists. I'm not happy to see that whoever goes first is probably going to win the game.
Well, against Space Marines.
Right. It's like the list had a ton of anti-infantry fire, lots of good weapons against these scarabs. So going second against that, I did lose all of my scarabs on this side.
What did you think about me targeting the scarabs?
You have to kill the scarabs.
So that's just there's no other option, really.
Right. You kill them, or else they get all munched up in your lines. They charge your eradicators. They charge your intercessors.
Yeah.
You're never really going to kill them off with your but at the same time, you have Blade Guard veterans nearby and all that.
Had to take advantage of your lack of movement.
Yeah, well, so going first, you tie me up my lines, that's all you have to do. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So my first turn, I had to try and find little narrow passages to squeeze through, and it wasn't really working out that well. The other thing that failed horribly for me was the Nightbringer. Not so much not killing the Blade Guard veterans, but dying there. Because had he had to use both his psychic powers and still, if he failed one of them or didn't do, because the Blood Boil is not as likely to get him, it's pretty average, you'll maybe do a couple more wounds to him. So it's you should have died on average.
What's your toughness?
7. So it's an average roll.
Yeah. So
bam.
Okay, then it's D3.
So assuming you get the 2, you got the 3 again. So he should have taken 4 mortal wounds on average. So 3 mortal wounds in the psychic phase. He was going to take the 3 mortal wounds or the 3 damage in the shooting phase. And with all of this, he was of course going to take the 3 damage. It was not like a skewed die roll in your favor, but had he lived, I was going to use him to hunt him down to try and deny you the 8 points.
Right.
Yep. He was going to move over here, shoot the Gaze of Death at him, because I was hoping because he wouldn't have been able to what's it called, Wings of Sanguinius.
Yeah.
Wings of the Angel. Well, is it Sanguinius?
Yeah, that's right.
So he wouldn't be able to jump over there. He still would have been over there. He would have moved over here had he lived, assuming he killed whatever he was tied up in combat with. I didn't expect you to charge with everything. That was a good call. The captain was enough to take him out, unfortunately for me.
Yeah, I just want insurance policy it, right? These guys, they're probably not going to take it. Maybe one will.
I thought it was a good move to do because if the captain somehow fails,
but he would have to they would have to get 3 wounds because if he fails, and he does 3 wounds.
Well, my guys only got a 4-up invulnerable save. You get +1 wound. All these extra attacks. These guys are coming in with 3, 4 attacks each. He's coming in with 5 chainsword attacks. Yeah. It's just Savage Echoes is incredibly powerful.
For Blood Angels especially.
It's just it's such a crazy. Blood Angels are probably the most powerful Space Marine, not successor, but chapter in general.
You think so?
I think a lot of people agree online too. Blood Angels are looking very, very, very strong right now. It's just mobility is key. Your whole army gets +1 to run and charge rolls. Yeah. That's insane. You get +1 wound on the first round of combat. That is incredibly powerful because you
get an extra attack in the assault phase,
and then you get a guaranteed extra attack in the assault phase.
Yeah.
The Space Wolf one is cool, but it's more gimmicky. You could get more attacks, but you might not get any.
Yeah.
But you could get 3 or 4, sure.
Right.
You can't rely on. You can rely on the Blood Angel one. The Blood Angels are very reliable. They have Forlorn Wings. They have redeploying. And then the Death Company. You could Again, you go first. You get in your opponent's face. You can't make the move anymore.
Or the Forlorn Fury,
yeah. If you can make it so that got errata recently, so you can only do it once, so you can't do it with multiple.
But it's still
units.
Even just with the 1 unit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, you just compensate now. You just have Outriders
or
ATVs just to rush at my face, rush forward, charge me. Because you were able to charge because I moved forward as well. So what was it?
That was interesting too, because had you not moved forward, then I wouldn't be able to charge you. However,
you would still have.
then you would just be back in your lines and
be
then
back
not
in
get the
my line,
objective.
yeah.
So it's
the Outriders over here charging me didn't matter too much. And even if I didn't have the extra move, you still would have had a 9-inch charge because you have +1 to your charge rolls. You move 14, 10 inches away, +1 to your charge.
Yep.
Typically stuff like that. It is very powerful. The stratagems are good. The Warlord traits, the relics are good. It's a great army. I love it. I always love seeing Space Marines good. No matter what, Space Marines in my mind should just be it's a wrong opinion, but Space Marines should be always near the upper end of the power.
Oh, it's not a popular opinion.
It's just not a popular opinion. A lot of people don't like Space Marines. A lot of people are tired of Space Marines being strong. They've always been strong. Like other than like 8th edition, there's that weird awkward period. Their first Codex of 8th edition and their second Codex of 8th edition, they were horrible. They were horrendous, but they should be good. They're a very powerful narrative army. They should be able to deal with any situation. A Space Marine army should be able to beat any other army in the game. Jack of all trades. They shouldn't be able to crush them in the ground, but anything they bring should have an answer to whatever someone else is bringing.
You know what? I absolutely believe that,
Right.
and I agree. Especially because the way, Luka knows he was there when I built the army. It was just, what can I bring? I was trying to make a strong army, but not. I didn't really know.
I'm not too sure what a strong. I think a lot of people are messing with sanguinary guard.
Yeah, what is a strong army? Right. What's a strong Blood Angels army? I think anything is really good.
I would think I love the idea of anything that rushes. If you get the problem is it's like if you go first, then it's good. If you go first, like sure they can keep fighting if they go second, but this game would have been so different had I gone first. But I have the exact same philosophy in my army build, so it's like either I get to rush at you and do everything I want to do, or you rush at me and do everything you want to do, right? Yeah. So, it was in the end, it was a super close game until kind of the end where it started going in your favor. Mostly because of the reinforcements showing up too. Yeah. Putting a lot of pressure where I didn't want pressure at all.
Well, it turned out to be a fantastic game. I thought it was just going to be your game just, in the bag just because of your OBSEC with all your guys. So that really concerned me at the beginning. But
well, you had the firepower to take it all out too.
I did. Apparently I did. I didn't realize I did when I had it because looking at your blobs of, 60 guys, that was just huge. And they all came back. There was a number of rounds there where they were like, oh, okay, here's 5 back, here's 6 back.
You killed slightly over half of them, and then all the scarabs too. So this is where a prime example of the Nightbringer is actually a hindrance. Like people hate the Nightbringer, but he actually hinders the list because instead of him, I would have had more scarabs, more Necron warriors. And I would have been over the board.
And then you would have won.
I don't know if I would have won.
I think so.
I would have put up a bigger fight though.
Yeah. It would have been harder. We would have continued longer, I think, anyway.
So, I had said this in a previous video with this list. I said, this guy hinders my list. He's not good in the list. And everyone's like, you're wrong, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, in a regular game against a good army like Space Marines, absolutely, he brings the list down. Space Marines have all these massive small units that are just, Blade Guard veteran, sure, it sucks to lose it, but that doesn't kill your list if you lose it, right?
Yep.
Me, if I lose my Scarabs and Warriors, I start losing a lot of momentum. So I need him gone, and I need more Scarabs and Warriors in the list. But I'll probably keep bringing different Catan shards because they're cool and they add a lot of weird things to the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much, guys, for tuning into this battle report. Thank you very much for your support, and stay tuned for more. Happy wargaming.
Toodles, everyone.